Yesterday and again today, I dashed out of here after the program for the Global Leadership Summit. You know how excited I was about this, guys. It is today, again, being seen in 300 sites in 90 countries and 42 languages. One of the speakers yesterday, a pastor and father of 6, said, "Don't resent, fear, or judge the next generation. Believe in them because they need you." This is the most cause-driven, mission-minded generation in history. They're destined to do much more than we have, but they need mentors who will intentionally spend time and invest in them. Well, we've been investigating this crisis of teenage suicide and uncovering positive initiatives in response to it. Jerry Johnson and John Alexiak take us back to Michigan today, where 600 people gathered at Millennium Park just outside Grand Rapids for an Out of Darkness community walk, sponsored by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You may recognize Laura, a mother that we met Monday, who talked about the loss of her daughter, Erica. Watch this.
Today, as we stand here, we know that we are all at risk because we here today, we're all affected by the loss of someone who died from suicide. What we need to do is we need to wrap our arms around the illness. And by being here today, this is the start.
Laura, as you think about Erica, what does this walk mean to you today?
It means a chance to help people, a chance to bring awareness in her name and honor, and to carry on her legacy for people to remember and to remember everyone else.
And so these are various mothers and supporters of mothers?
Mothers, fathers, friends, cousins, aunts, uncles.
And what will be the significance as the walk goes around the lake?
I think to remember that our children and loved ones existed and that they made a choice, and that there is depression and anxiety, and to bring awareness and remembrance.
I am a commitment to action in the face of neutrality. I am out of the darkness. I am into the light.
What does it mean, out of the darkness?
It's a metaphor for people that are struggling with depression or mental illnesses or anything like that might feel like there's no hope. And we want to just bring the hope out of the darkness. We want to bring the issue of suicide awareness out of the darkness, try to erase the stigma, and allow for people to feel better about getting help.
What is the stigma of suicide?
Well, there's a lot of people that in the past maybe have looked down on people who have died by suicide, feel like it's their fault somehow, not realizing that a lot of it is actually caused or aided by a mental illness that can be treated. You know, people don't get upset with people who are sick from cancer. People have some issues with their brains or some mental illnesses as well that might lead to suicide, and they need to get help just as easily as someone with another illness would.
Sue, what will you be writing?
I don't know, probably just a message to James. Yeah.
Is this helping today?
Yes, it is. It's great to see all his friends here and family, and it's just really nice.
And Autumn, what are you going to write to James?
I just wrote that we love and miss him, and we still think about him all the time.
Everybody, the schools, the students, his friends have really rallied around and helped us out a lot. We enjoy seeing his friends come around yet. It helps us get through this. To see that he's not forgotten. I guess that's the biggest thing. You don't ever want him to be forgotten, and this kind of stuff really helps you get through that.
I noticed that the crowd here has various T-shirts on, like different teams. What does that mean?
We have several teams. This year we have over 50 teams, and usually we walk in memory of our loved one. You'll see teams of people who've lost children or people who've lost brothers and sisters or parents. They'll get together, friends, family, and they'll support each other, comfort each other.
Will it be difficult for parents to walk today?
Speaking personally, I am a parent who lost a son. It's obviously difficult, but on the other hand, it's also very healing to be with people who have been in the same position, and we're here comforting each other, helping each other get through this journey.
Johnny O, who produced these segments, told me that many grieving family members and friends did not want to go to a support group for help after the loss of their loved one. Changing their mind became a lifeline, and they in turn brought encouragement to someone else in pain. It was God's plan that we comfort one another with the comfort we have received. You know, there are almost 50 one another's in the New Testament. I was delighted yesterday to hear from 3 people who emailed that they are returning to church. One of them is a woman who tried to commit suicide twice in her adult life. She writes, "I have been appreciative of your reminding viewers of the importance of church attendance and the benefits of fellowship with other believers. I've always felt out of place at church, partly because of my depression problems. The first Sunday this September, I made another effort to attend services in my new location. So far, I'm doing okay. Trying again, despite being burned at a previous church, is worth the emotional risk. I forgot the satisfaction from hearing a sermon in person and working to apply it to my life. The ability to speak of a relationship with Jesus without reservation and air an opinion on His grace is refreshing. I'm trying a small group, slowly but surely. Christ Jesus is with me, and the church family is part of the solution." Made my day. Bill Hybels, senior pastor at Willow Creek Church, said again yesterday, he's famous for this line, "The local church is the hope of the world." Are you part of a caring, praying faith community? We would be happy to recommend some good churches in your area. Why not call our prayer line? And let's do all we can to encourage one another.